Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. LSU right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts.
Turning it on!
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Looking downfield on first down. just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking for the score. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into. And when he caught it,
and he will take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
when you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he tacks on the extra point. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. LSU quick to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. And the Canes have moved it inside the 20.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Canes!
This offense defense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Wants to fire on second down. Hit as he throws. It's caught. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare them.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Harrell. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Berry. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Pressure coming. They get to him, and they'll drag him down behind the 30-yard line.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Berry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere. An absolute ball.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Williams. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Hurricanes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He has 60 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Handoff to the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Gilbert. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And this is why check downs are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being...
Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Handoff from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. On the run, fires downfield. Hauls it in. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. A great catch and run for 6.
Number 10.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
14.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Back has it. Running into the open space. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And here's the return. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Breaks into the open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back, finding open areas. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. The Hurricanes Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
And the Canes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Hard-hitting tackle.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Under fire. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Air Force. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
From the gun. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Going to look downfield again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in four-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilbert. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game?
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Tigers! He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Gets it out quickly. He goes in for the 2, and we have a 10-point game. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know,
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
it doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets a block, and he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU!
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt him.
There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gilbert. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, a good fight to lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Spins away from the defense. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Back has it. Turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.